Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Return from Beagle Point. We are continuing on our way back to the bubble, having finished our journey out across the galaxy. Purpose of the journey, for those of you who are just joining the series, has been to increase our exobiology rank to Elite, as well as hopefully make enough money to purchase a fleet carrier. We got lucky enough that our jump is right here. So yeah, before we get too far into the video, I'm trying to get in the habit of reminding everybody to like the video, to share it, to get the video spread out to more people. And we also are trying to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark, so be sure to press that subscribe button as well. The channel can only grow if you actually press the buttons, so I have to remind you guys to do that, because if I don't, most people just kind of click off the video once they're done and don't remember to do that. So be sure to do that right now. We are looking where we're what? Hold on, let me make sure I'm not going to crash. We are 194 jumps away from getting home. The name of the system is just not Shinrada Desra, Jameson Memorial. We're less than 200 jumps at this point now. We're like on the doorstep at this point is basically where we are. Trying to get the last little bit of money that we can from exobiology sources, but the closer we get, the more impatient I'm going to start to feel, and the more I'm going to start getting into, we're just going to jump and get as many jumps in per episode as I can. We're still going to do some scanning. We're still going to do all of our scans and stuff, but I'm going to be pretty picky about where we stop at this point, because we're so close to being back. I'm ready to kind of get back and have some different things to do. We've been at this journey for so many months at this point that I'm ready to be done with this trip. It's like when you take a long road trip and you're in the last hour or two of it, and you're just like, all right, we're just gonna hurry up and push it and get home. Let's go. Had an interesting little conversation in the last interesting little discussion in the last episode about some topics that I wouldn't normally talk about, but just ended up kind of moving into that. I don't know. You let your thoughts ramble, especially, and you just let them ramble out loud, and you just never know where it's actually going to take you. But sometimes, part of me wants to do something where I try to find something completely outrageous to say every day, and just randomly insert it somewhere in the video. But I gotta be careful though, because I don't want to get my videos banned or anything stupid. If I have anything stupid like that happen, that would suck. Still, we're looking for high metal content worlds, and preferably high metal content worlds that have 2 biological sources. That's like our bread and butter. That's like our bread and butter option there, because it almost always has stratum tectonicus on it, and when we get first footfall for that, we get 90 million credits out of that. So, yeah, it's a really nice. It's a really nice setup if we can find those, and we've actually found a fair bit of those. I think most of our money on this trip has come from stratum tectonicus, because we've been lucky and been able to find a bunch of those on our way out to Beagle Point and on our way back. So it's been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice to be able to find all of this stuff. But it's going to be really nice to get back to the bubble, turn in all of our stuff, ideally purchase a fleet carrier. I don't know if I'm going to purchase a fleet carrier right away. I haven't decided whether I'm going to actually do that yet, because, the whole point of buying it was so that we could take all of our ships out into the black. But if we're not going to go out into the black for a little bit, then I don't know that it necessarily makes sense for us to... Like I said, I'm going to be super picky at this point. I'm pretty sure we have enough money for everything that we need to get done, so anything else we find along the way is kind of just a bonus. I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, but if we're not going to go out into the black right away, I don't really need to have a fleet carrier for just running around and doing maybe some base infiltration and stuff. If we're going to stay in the bubble, it doesn't necessarily make sense for me to pay for the fleet carrier, especially because I'm only really going to outfit it so that it's something that's going to be useful to us while we're out in the black. So it's not going to have anything. It's not really going to have anything that's going to make us any money. Like, I'm not going to have any of the shops or anything like that. So, I mean, maybe I'm going to have, like, ship repair and stuff like that. Maybe that stuff could make us some money, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Those of you who are a little bit more experienced with the fleet carrier stuff, I'm trying to make sure that I only install the modules that are going to be useful for being deep out into the black, doing mostly exploration. Well, I mean, pretty much only exploration stuff. So we'll make sure we have what we need to sell our scan data for both biological and planets and stuff like that. We'll have what we need to ideally refuel our ships and repair our ships. So that way, if anything gets damaged, we have the ability to fix those. But at the same time, I don't know. I believe there's a limit, right? You have to stock up on materials for that, or is it just modules and stuff? Like you just have to restock up on modules. Does a ship hangar on there, does that require like stocking it, or is that just an unlimited kind of thing? I don't know. I need to look that up. Alright, where is the high metal content world it's telling me is here? It's probably around a gas giant, which is probably why it's not popping up. Yeah, we're gonna have to... Really annoying when it does this. Guessing it's a gas giant, yeah. So unfortunately, it means that any high metal content planets that are here are going to be around. I mean, that's good because they're going to be moons, but it's just kind of annoying because now we have to search for the gas giant first, and then we can find the other thing that we're looking for. Okay. The only reason I'm sticking around right now is because it says there's high metal content planets, which means that there could be some stratum tectonicus here. So, geological 2, that's definitely not what we're looking for. More geological. Okay. And one more gas giant to give it a try. Nope. Unfortunately, it did not work out the way we were hoping it was going to. Oh, we're down to sub 190. Every episode gets us closer to the bubble. It'll be nice to get back to Jameson Memorial, be able to have access to all of our stuff, access to all of our ships, be close to things, and have options. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Let's hope that this next one has something. But again, like I said in the last episode, we win either way. We're either going to get some distance down or we're going to make some money. Either way it's a win for me, so I'm fine. I'm fine whether we find anything or if we don't. It's not that big of a deal to me. I can live with that. Keeps getting brighter and brighter. Let's see, is that better? And a little bit more there. I'm using sunlight to light my face because my desk is set up against a bunch of windows over here, and I'm able to adjust the curtains to affect the lighting. But as it gets brighter during the day, because I'm recording in the morning again. I typically record in the late afternoon when it's already kind of the brightest. So what ends up happening is well, generally I get my recordings done before the light changes at all. But right now I'm recording in the morning, so it's continually getting brighter, and I'm constantly having to adjust the curtains to account for that. So that's what's going on with that. I'm getting a little bit of oversaturation with the light there. It'd be nice if I was able to like invest in like a studio and stuff like that, but I don't really need that. This works just fine. Every once in a while I have to look over at myself and be like, am I too bright right now? No, I think I'm okay. Or yes, I need to adjust the curtains. I know most of you are like, what are you talking about, dude? Alright. Give us, alright, 14. That means that there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Come on. Alright, we've got some high metal content planets. Here we go. Boom. No biology there. Ooh. Okay. If we find a high metal content planet with 2 biologicals, we're going for that one first because that will almost certainly have the most expensive option on it. Got water worlds here too. This entire system is just teeming with stuff. I think we're probably going to end up finishing our episode here because we got 3 water worlds to scan here. So I'll target that. We've got 3 water worlds to scan, and then a 5 biology planet to grab. I'm actually surprised we're not finding more biology already. Because usually when you find 1 biological planet, you find more, because they do the panspermia version of biology in this game. Okay, so we need to get... Oh, geez. And all of this is, yeah, we'll definitely be ending our episode here because it's right at the limit of what I'm willing to do inside of a system. 10,000 light seconds is my limit, and it's like just under that. So I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch several minutes worth of flying over to this, but I'll put a cut in real quick and see you guys here in just a minute. Welcome to Water World number 1. Get ourselves within range. Eventually. We got unlucky and there's another planet right nearby, so I think it's screwing with the ability of us to get here as quickly as possible, but that's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of a pretty one. It's nice when they have it's nice when they have the clouds like that. Next closest one is probably going to be this one we were just looking at, because it looked like a water world as we were passing near it. Oh wait, what am I doing? That's not a water world. What am I doing? High metal content world. That's the next water world probably. Wait, hold on. Does this tell me how far away it is from the map here? 470 light seconds. Yeah, it's about the same. Okay. I don't know why I thought that was going to be the way it is. That high metal content planet's probably the freaking one we're looking for, but let's get over to this other one and get these other water worlds scanned so we can land. Alright, Water World 2 out of 3. I try to get you guys in here early enough so that you can see me approaching the little mini system here, so that... I think that right there might be the other water world. The one off to the right. It looked like it had clouds on it. So ideally we would have scanned this one and then turn right around and scan the other one. Then we can go land on our planet that has 5 biology and see what we have over there. So we're getting a lot done with this episode. Getting a lot done. Alright, we're close enough now. So now we can 1, 2, 3, 4. I really wish we could have more probes. This is it's annoying to have to wait for this. I'd rather just be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and be done with it. All right. Next up is this one here, right? Yep, Water World. Turn ourselves around. And it's going to be this guy right here. And ideally, I mean, I'm not even going to bother putting a cut in because it's right here. So we'll just try to hurry up and get to it as quick as we can. Don't even need Super Cruise Assist for this one. Get ourselves in range real quick. It's very rare to come across 2 water worlds that are like orbiting each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we gotta find our... Is it this one?
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, it's that one. So yeah, we I don't know. It wasn't. We weren't near it before, but now we have to turn ourselves around to get over to that one. So I'll get us turned off in that direction, get the throttle going, and then I'll see you over there in a second. Get our Super Cruise Assist turned on. Wait. Oh, it's this one here. All right. See you guys in a second. All right, our last stop for this episode. Get our scans done, find out what's on the planet, then we'll get down there and make some money. We'll be almost there. I want to try to get in the habit of turning off my Super Cruise Assist before we do the scan. I always forget. Actually, just do it now while we're waiting. Four probes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. So we'll find out what's on the planet. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a single thing that's going to give us a lot of money, but ideally we'll find several different species here that will add up to the amount that we would get for just a single stratum tectonicus. But we'll have to wait and see. Alioida, Bacterium, Concha, Fungoida, Tussock. Looks like the bacterium... Alioid is all over the planet. I guess we can pick a Concha. I'm just trying to think about... Well, let's get a little... I want to get a little closer so I can kind of figure out... Because I want to pick one that's in a zone with the rest of everything. It's kind of hard to tell this far out. Say, maybe that's far enough. So let's hop back in here. So I want to find... So I think that maybe right here, this patch right here, is probably going to be fine. So I'm going to angle myself so that I can glide into that area there, and hopefully we'll be able to find a high concentration of just about everything. Should be good.
Orbital flight engaged.
So ideally we can head down into this part and then go down into the non-highlighted area where there should be more stuff. We'll see. Who knows? Most of the time, my little plans don't work out because none of this stuff gets laid out in a way that you think it will get laid out. So I think what we'll do is I'll try to land over at this part, and I'm going to invert myself to remind myself that I want to turn around and come back the way we just came from. So I want to head over to this right here, and then we'll turn around and just we'll follow the plane that way. And I started slowing down fast enough. Like so. Get our night vision turn. Forgot about the throttle. That was almost really bad. I'm sitting here wondering why. Why is it not slowing down? Like, oh, because the throttle's up still. Duh. Ugh, I hate when I do that. Oh, we got something here. It'd be nice if this stuff rendered much further away than it does. It's really annoying that it takes that I have to be basically right on top of it before it shows up. I guess this looks like it's going to be... honestly, I'm not really sure what this is. It's hard to tell. I don't think it's... Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's too tall for Tussock. So, yeah, this is Fungoida. So we just need to find 2 more of these. Fungoida gelata. Or galata, I'm not really sure. Well, it says mulberry. Maybe it's supposed to be like gelato. How stupid would that be? Gelato. Gelato fungus. Alright. So we just need to find 2 more patches like that, preferably in this flat area like this. Come on. Help me out here. Come on. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Oh, here we go. When in doubt, use your shields. Slows you down pretty quick as long as you're not going too fast. No long-term cost when you do that. I do need to be relatively careful, though, because I did damage my ship hitting the ground too hard once in the last episode, I think. So, gotta be a little bit careful with that. Don't want to have, don't want to get too stupid about it. So, supposedly I think it's the Alioida? No, Alioida was all over the place. There was another thing that was supposed to be in this area as well. I'm going to continue off in this direction and hope. I just need to keep in mind that we want to be heading off to the right after this, because that's where the next zone of stuff was supposed to be. I have to be kind of slow because the Fungoida is rendering very late. Here we go. It's probably my graphics card. I'm at the point where I really need a system upgrade. It's going to be a long time before I'm able to afford that, though, so we just got to live with it. Okay, that takes care of our Fungoida. I haven't seen whatever the other one. I forget if they were. I know there was Alioida, there was bacteria, there was Fungoida, there was Concha. I think it was Concha. Concha was supposed to be over here too, but I haven't seen any Concha yet, and I want to make sure that I just want to double check in here and see if maybe the Concha's forming in these deep crevices here. I know that's not Concha, but I thought I had my lights set up already. Lights, ship lights, I guess not. Oh yeah, that's Concha. And I have no way of getting to it. Alright, well, we're gonna have to, if the Concha is gonna be all in the areas like that, there's no way for me to get down to that. Even if I wanted to pull out my SRV, there's no way for me to get down to that. So we'll travel in this direction and see if maybe some of them pop up in the surface over here, but we really need to head over here and start looking for some tussock and Alioida, maybe some bacteria. So is this more of the Fungoida? Yeah, it's more Fungoida. So what we're going to do is we'll pull up the landing gear and to cover some distance a little faster. We need to get to the different colored area, I think, if I remember correctly. The different colored area will indicate that we're in a new region. And ideally, that will make it so that we can start finding what we're looking for. Like right there. Get ourselves turned around. Back down to the ground. So what do we have here? Is this going to be Alioida? Yes. All right, cool. So we found our second species. Alioida reminds me of aloe vera. Oh, this one's cool looking though. That is an interesting pattern. That's Coronamus. I don't think I've seen that pattern before. And if I have, I haven't paid attention enough to them to notice that that was a pattern, but that's an interesting color. Interesting color, interesting pattern. Is this more? I'm gonna land on the other side over here and hope that that's far enough away that the genetic diversity is gonna count for me. Hard to tell sometimes. I know there's I had an add-on at one point that would show me that, but in general I don't like having things installed on my system unless I absolutely need them, and it doesn't provide enough of a benefit to justify having another piece of software installed on my computer. All right. So we just need one more of those, and then we can start looking for something else. Fortunately, we have a high density of the stuff here, so it's making it a little bit easier to get this done. What is... That's our tussock, I believe. So we'll grab this over here. That finishes out our Alioida. Then we'll grab some tussock, get that one done, and that'll be our third species, right? There were 5 species here. Oh, tussock and then bacteria. So we're not going to get the concha here because they're down in the bottom of those crazy crevices, and we're not going to have the ability to get down there. Okay, so now I just need to find... I just saw some tussock a second ago, so I'm just going to back up for a minute until I see it. There. Find our landing spot. There we go, right there, right there. All right, so we'll grab this, move on, grab 2 more samples of that, and then hopefully we'll see the bacteria. But unfortunately, a lot of times the bacteria is the same color as the ground, so it ends up being really hard to spot. So we may not get that in this one. Tussock propagito. Pretty sure we've seen that before. We just need 2 more. 2 more of that, and we've gotten the bulk of what we're trying to get done here. If we can get the bacteria and it's easy to grab, then cool. Otherwise, I'm not going to stress out too much about that. Just looking for grass. Oh, there's the bacteria. So the bacteria will be easy to see. It's a lot of Alioida. There's another tussock. One more of those, and then we can grab some bacteria. Might as well grab it. If it's easy to grab, you might as well get it. Scan, scan, scan. One more. Be really nice if we could find some that's really close by. Ask and you shall receive. I love it when it does that for me. All right, so we just need to grab this and we're good. Okay. And then we'll do a quick scan. We'll do a quick run around for some bacteria. Hopefully it'll be real quick to grab. We can do these from higher up because the bacteria tends to render a lot further out. I remember seeing... Okay, there we go. I remember seeing one back the direction we came from, so I'm going to head back in that direction so that ideally we can find that same one. One out of 3, 2 more to go, and we can call it a day. It was back this way. Like I said, we can be higher up for this because the big patch, because they're such big patches, they tend to render out a lot further than the rest of everything else. So yep, there we go. This will be 2. And then 1 more. Scan, scan, scan. Boom. All right. 1 more to go. I wonder if that was the one we passed by. Come on, give me 1 more. Oh, there we go. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button to spread the video out to more people. Subscribe to the channel to help us reach that 10,000 subscriber mark and also be notified when new videos come out. Channel members get early access in addition to other benefits, so be sure to click the join button and check out the options there. And if you're not interested in a membership, you can always leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Contributions are very helpful and critical to helping to turn this channel into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys have enjoyed the flight. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.